Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1972 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Seattle Pilots and the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park. On the mound for the Pilots today is Dave Roberts, whose record is 1-1 with a 10.64 ERA, and pitching for the Red Sox is Milt Pappas, whose record is 3-3 with a 4.40 ERA. Okay, I took the day off yesterday and celebrated my Thanksgiving early. And so we're back at it today. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrate today. I am going to show you a few things here really quick. One of the things that I did on my day off is I used Copilot, the AI program on my new laptop, to create in the style of the 1972 Topps, our cards for the lineup today. They are pretty wacky. I want to show them to you now so you can see what we're working with here. Here's Scott Northey. The AI created this. I just offered them a photograph of Scott Northey. It created the 72 style. It looks kind of grainy here, but in actuality, it looks pretty solid. And then it actually made the Pilot's jersey name on here, and it gave him a weird looking S on the hat. It just did that on its own. It is in the color of the Kansas City Royals. But yeah, there's Scott Northey. This will be our lineup for today. Rick Auerbach, it took his actual 1972 Brewers card, and it put the actual proper S on there. The right color scheme. I thought that looked pretty good. Then we have Dave Parker. I took a Dave Parker card, and it made Dave Parker look like he's wearing a pilot's uniform. The longer I did this, every one that I did, it started getting a little bit shakier. I don't know why it didn't get better, but here's Rose Skidmore with 3 different types of S's on his jersey. I don't know what it was trying to do at this point, but, somewhat effective, I think. Jose Cruz, now he's got the Cardinals red on under his jersey, but all in all, not that horrible, I guess. This one's the worst one. This one's Tito Fuentes. I used his Giants card, and it really used a lot of the Giants color scheme and uniform colors, and it didn't really turn out as well as it should have. And then here's Van Kelly. He'll be in the lineup today using his Atlanta Braves, but they've reconfigured some of the lettering. It doesn't look like it says Braves, nor does that say an A up there. But that's acceptable. And then Chris CANNIZZARO. This was the most difficult one that I did. It couldn't get his name right. It wouldn't spell it properly. And then it didn't recognize him as a catcher. So it put the wrong position down there. I think it said second base, actually. And then it used the second Z as a 2. So it didn't really quite understand that. And then our pitcher today is Dave Roberts. And I think this one turned out pretty well. I requested that it used more of a blue and yellow scheme on his, and I think it turned out pretty well. But then I thought, well, why can't I do the lineup today for the Red Sox in that style? And it just couldn't do it. The more that I did, the worse that they got. So I wanted to point that out, and you'll see those during the game today. Also, I don't know. I mean, it's got to be because we're not spending any money on our coaching and our scouting, because all of the ratings have been fluctuating so wildly. And now Tom Dukes is down to a 66. I mean, I guess the only way we can justify it is by saying, I mean, it's Chris CANNIZZARO at 58, is that they just don't have the scouting working right. So, I mean, Parker was at a 91, and now he's down to a 73. Is it more accurate? Is it less accurate? I don't know. Is it because they're not healthy? Because we're not putting any money toward The medical, I don't know, but we're going to play today's game here momentarily. Also, yesterday, or in the last game, I announced that we are doing a giveaway, and I showed you the prizes. We want to do a quick rundown of that. Once again, I want to show you the duck race contestants after one day of having this contest going. We have our 6 automatic entries, plus James K got in on this one, and John N for a $5 donation chose to get a second duck in this giveaway. Anyone can get in on this for free. Just let me know in the comments that you want in, and I will add a duck to the race for you. If you want to get a second duck, it's a $5 donation to the channel. That's what John N did. That's his second duck. If you want to have an automatic entry, I will automatically add you to every giveaway that we do. It's a $10 donation, one time only. You don't ever have to pay an additional $10. And you will be automatically entered into every free giveaway that I do from now until the end of time. Additionally, if you have an automatic entry, you can have an alternate prize selection. So hypothetically, if you don't like any of the first, second, third, or fourth place prizes, you can have an alternate team option. You let me know what team you like, and I will send you a prize of equal or greater value in the team that you prefer. Okay, so that's what you get for being an automatic entry. James K and then John N as the second duck. So there you go. We will do the giveaway on during the 7th inning stretch of Game 40 coming up. Today is Game 31, just so you know. And I will show you the prizes really quick one more time. The 4th place prize is the 1972 Topps Billy Martin card, where he is flipping the bird. We have given this prize away before, but since we are doing the 1972 season, I thought it'd be fun to give away another Billy Martin middle finger card. You will also get the Billy Martin in action card. In total, these 2 cards are valued at $6. The 3rd place prize for the giveaway is the 2019 Donruss Shohei Ohtani name variation card, in which he has his nickname Showtime. This card is valued at $15. The 2nd place prize is a 1987 Topps Bo Jackson rookie card. This card just went up in value like 10 days ago. It is now up to a $20 value. So there is the 2nd place prize. And then the grand prize, I've said it before, this is the second highest valued prize I've ever given away. I didn't actually have a photograph of it because it arrived after I announced the prizes in the last game. But it is a 1975 Topps Robin Yount rookie card. I would say this card is in good condition. It's not in mint condition. A mint condition Robin Yount card goes for about $120. The good variation I'm unsure of. But this card is still in pretty sharp shape. I have actually never held a Robin Yount rookie card in my hand until I got this delivered a couple days ago. Very cool card. Awesome prize. And that will be the grand prize. Now, if we get 15 contestants or 15 ducks in this race, I will add a 5th place prize. And I've already chosen what it will be. It is a game used jersey card of Hall of Famer Frank Thomas. So stay tuned for that. Okay, get in on the giveaway. Just be a subscriber. Totally free. I pay for the shipping. I pay for the prizes. A second duck would be $5. And for a $10 donation, you can have automatic entry to every giveaway that I do. You'll never have to tell me about it that you want in. I will just automatically add you to the duck race. Okay. Dave Roberts now at a 70 rating. It doesn't feel good, but it is what it is. All of our bullpen healthy and ready to go with varying degrees of ratings. And then our lineup versus the right-hander Milt Pappas, who we will do a deep dive on. I just showed you the cards that I made for them. I don't think I'll actually keep those cards. I'll put the other ones back, but there's a lineup for today. Let's do the official lineup rundown for the Seattle Pilots. Batting leadoff in center field is Scott Northey. Batting second at shortstop is Rick Auerbach. Batting third in right field is Dave Parker. Batting cleanup at first base is Rose Skidmore. Batting fifth in left field is Jose CRUZ. Batting sixth at second base is Tito Fuentes. Batting seventh at third base is Van Kelly. Batting eighth and catching is Chris CANNIZZARO. And batting ninth will be the pitcher, Dave Roberts. Oh, we actually have our alternate 1972 Topps colors uniforms today. Here is Milt Pappas, first year with the Red Sox in our sim, making his seventh start, 3-3 with a 4.40 ERA, 21 strikeouts in 47 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .267 against him. He does have a complete game. His fastball barely exists. It's 87 miles an hour. He's a fly ball pitcher 60% of the time. His fastball is his only good pitch, though. Rated an 83, overall rated an 80. The 32-year-old right-hander is a free agent at the end of next year. Let's go ahead and click on Milt Pappas' name, and we'll go to Baseball Reference and take a look at this guy. A three-time All-Star. Wow, some sources name him as Miltades Sergios Papa Tegios Jr. So I'm guessing he's Greek, right? I mean, that's what I would guess. Well, and he's from Detroit, so it makes a lot of sense. We have Greektown. We have a lot of, Greek neighborhoods and restaurants. He went to Cooley High in Detroit. Nickname is Gimpy. And the guy won 209 games in the major leagues. Let's scroll down and take a look at his stats. He came up as an 18-year-old in 1957 with Baltimore. We'll look at his black ink here. Twice led in wild pitches. That was in 1959 and 1960 as a 20 and 21-year-old. He gave up the least amount of home runs per 9 innings as a 20-year-old. He gave up the least amount of walks in 1967 per 9 innings with the Cincinnati Reds. He was an all-star. Oh, he was an all-star in 1962 when they had 2 separate all-star games. He was in both of those. And then also in 1965 with Baltimore. We scroll on down and look at 1972. This was his next to last year. He finished 9th in Cy Young voting in 1972. He went 17-7 with a 2.77 ERA, 10 complete games and 3 shutouts. Oh, he did lead the National League in shutouts in 1971 with 5. He only pitched 195 innings in 72, but pretty solid. 80 strikeouts, not a strikeout pitcher. Definitely pitched to contact with an 87-mile-an-hour fastball. He finished up his career in 1973, going 7-12 for the Cubbies. He was only 34 years old. We'll scroll down and take a look at his transactions. How did he get to where he is? Not that many transactions. Signed by the Orioles as an amateur free agent. Traded by the Orioles in 1965 with Jack Baldwin and Dick Simpson to the Reds for Frank Robinson. That's how Frankie got to the Orioles. And then he was traded by the Reds with Ted Davidson and Bob Johnson to the Braves for Clay Carroll, Tony Cloninger, and Woody Woodward. Eventually purchased by the Cubs from the Braves and then released in 1974 by the Cubbies, and that was it. Very interesting. We'll take a look at his baseball wiki. Let's see what he's got here. There he is in a 1973 Topps card. Milton Stephen Pappas Jr., born with that Greek name that I struggled with. Scroll on down. A Detroit boy, born and raised, Milt Pappas entered the majors as a much-heralded rookie, armed with a blazing fastball serving as his main calling card. He became the first hurler to compile 200 wins without a 20-win season, while managing to post double digits in 14 different seasons. Pappas is one of only 17 live ball era pitchers to win 150 games before turning 30. Like 16 of them, he fell short of 300 wins. Only Greg Maddux made it. He was involved in being a very lopsided trade, which was the Frank Robinson. Robinson won the Triple Crown the next year and led the Orioles to the World Series. He was a star in his own right. We talked about the All-Star games. It should be noted that he came one batter short of throwing a perfect game for the Cubs in 1972. He had 2 balls and 2 strikes on Larry Stahl of the Padres, and his last 2 pitches were ruled balls. He settled for a no-hitter, but he never forgave the umpire. In his frequent tirades against the umpire, Bruce Fleming, he usually tactically implied that the pitch was, in fact, outside the strike zone. He argued the last pitch in Don Larson's perfect game was a foot outside. I see. So he just had this little beef with Fleming. Tough, a typically bad hitter. What does that say? Like most pitchers, not a good hitter. He somehow managed to slug 20 home runs over his career. Whoa. That we have to double check on. His wife Carol disappeared suddenly in 1982, 9 years after he retired from baseball, and was found 5 years later in a body of water. She had been out for a drive. There was no evidence of foul play. Pappas later remarried, and his wife Judy survived him. He won 99 games in the National League and 110 in the American League. 7 pitchers have won 100 or more in each league. I guess most recently was Dennis Martinez. And then he became the head coach of North Central College. Interesting. Let's just... sorry, I just want to take a look at his batting totals. There it is. Did he actually hit 20 home runs? He did hit 20 home runs. In fact, he had 4 home runs in 1962. And he even hit a home run in his final year in Major League Baseball. Batted 123 overall, but 36 extra base hits. Hey, man, this guy fits right in with Baseball Mogul. That's crazy. All right. Well, we learned a lot about Milt Pappas. His wife disappeared. That's bonkers. Take a look at the defense for the Red Sox. You'll see that third base is normally Carmen FANZONE, but it's not today. Oh, it is FANZONE. Ferris State alum, school that I went to. And then behind home plate is Carlton FISK, getting the start because we have a lefty on the mound today. So I would imagine most of these guys are probably not the normal starting players. Okay, here we go. Scott Northey leading it off against Milt Pappas. 2-2 count, hard hit ground ball to second. And Davey Johnson will throw out Northey. 1 down for Rick Auerbach. And it's going to be Davey Johnson again. We've won 2 in a row. Looking to keep the streak alive today. And a ground ball from Dave Parker to the shortstop, Bud Harrelson. And that will do it. There's 2 Harrelsons in the lineup today. Bud and I think that's Ken Harrelson. Okay, let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Red Sox. I guess we'll find out. Batting leadoff at shortstop is Bud Harrelson. Batting second in center field is Rick Miller. Batting third in left field is Carl Yastrzemski. Batting cleanup and catching is Carlton FISK. Batting fifth in right field is Tony Conigliaro. Batting sixth at first base is Ken Harrelson. Batting 7th at third base is Carmen, FANZONE. Batting 8th at second base is Davey Johnson. And batting 9th is the pitcher Milt, Pappas. All right, Dave Roberts. He had a good first start, a horrible second start for us since we traded for him from the Padres. He's 1-1 with that huge ERA. More walks than strikeouts, and opponents are batting .417 against him. Fastball topping out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 46%. As of the moment, he does not have one pitch that is league average, which is 80. His best pitch is the fastball. Overall rated a 70. The 27-year-old lefty is arbitration eligible at the end of the year. And remember, we looked him up in his first start. 1972 was his best year. He finished second in ERA in real life. So I don't think we're going to get that result this season. We'll take a look here at our defense. Auerbach at short is now down to a 76. Behind home plate today is CANNIZZARO. He's got a terrible arm. It is rated, oh no, it's an 80. That's right. That's the best thing about him. He does have a decent arm. And then at third base today is Van Kelly getting the start. Technically a defensive upgrade. Okay, Bud Harrelson leading it off against Dave Roberts. Harrelson lines it to first. There's out number one. I'm sorry, lines it to right field for out number one. Next man up is the center fielder, Rick Miller, with a comebacker to Roberts for out number two. Two quick outs for Roberts. Here's Yaz. Rips it into right. And a 1-2-3 inning. Get that 10 ERA down. We go to the top of the second. Rose Skidmore will lead it off. And a base hit to center field. Leadoff man is on. Definitely a hit and run situation. Jose CRUZ has got his average up to 239. 0-1. And a base hit to center field. That should get Skidmore to third. It does. Nobody out, first and third, and another hit and run situation with a good hit and run batter. Ooh, a tapper back to the mound. Skidmore, is he coming home? He is. He scores. Give Fuentes an RBI as CRUZ advances. One out, runner in scoring position for Van Kelly, batting .257 versus righties. Cranks it to right. CRUZ will tag and go to third. And it will be up to Chris CANNIZZARO to drive that run. And he's only batting .143. And he won't get it done as he flies to the wall, to the green monster for out number three. Pilots jump ahead. It's 1-0. Carlton FISK, who was an actual rookie in 1972, has already played as a backup for 3 previous seasons. The regular catcher is Hal King, and FISK does have a higher rating as he doubles over the head of NORTHEY. His 7th double of the year already. Pretty decent for somebody who's in a limited role. Tony Conigliaro will jack it over the green monster for a 2-run home run. Just like that, the Red Sox take the lead 2-1. That was Conigliaro's second home run of the season. Conigliaro, you may remember, missed all of 1972 in real life after he got hit in the eye. Never quite the same. That Sports Illustrated cover of Conigliaro with the swollen face is something we'll always remember. Carmen FANZONE hits a home run that doesn't go over the wall. The game doesn't recognize the height, apparently. Second home run of the inning. That is FANZONE's first of the year. And it's 3-1. Certainly seems like we're in real trouble this game, as Davey Johnson gets a double. 7th double for Johnson. And that is the fourth hit of the inning. Milt Pappas, well, we saw he's capable of crushing it. There's a strikeout of the pitcher. That's reasonable. And then Bud Harrelson will hit a grounder to Fuentes, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox score 3 runs on 2 dongs. We go to the top of the third, and Dave Roberts will bat. Roberts 0 for 3 on the year. I'll put some good wood on it. 1 out. What we can say, though, for certain at this point is that we have, what's it, infield single for Northey. We have, what's Fisk's arm? Oh, it's terrible, but we don't know how accurate that is. We're going to do a James Kenny and give him the green light. What I was going to say is, even when we're playing in away games, because we have lowered our payroll so much, we are earning money on away games. So we are, oh, there we go, stolen base for Northey. We are creeping closer to that free agent market. That is his 5th stolen base of the season. Nicely done. 1 out runner at second. Rick Auerbach 1-2. Ground ball to first. Northey will advance to third. Here's our big RBI guy, Dave Parker. 2-2. And a ground ball to third. FANZONE throws it away. Run scores. Parker goes to second. And it's 3-2. Unearned run for Pappas. I'm assuming FANZONE with a 71 must have a terrible fielding percentage. 945. That's better than anybody that we have at that position. He has improved over the seasons. 34 errors, 31 errors, 26 errors last year. And Rose Skidmore slices it to right. That will fall in for a hit. The game is tied. We'll hold Skidmore to a single. 3-3 gives Skidmore an RBI. That's another unearned run. Jose Cruz can swing away this time. And he pulls it to first. And look at the pilots. We've got a little fight in us. A little confidence. Rick Miller will take ball 4. So we walk the leadoff guy here in the bottom of the third. And these are the only 2 lefties in the lineup. These are the guys that Roberts has to get. Full count. And he strikes him on the top of the strike zone. I think that could have gone either way. 1 out, runner on first. Miller has better than average speed. Roberts gets FISK to pop it up. The original Pudge. 2 down, runner at first. Conigliaro's already gone deep once. I don't think he's going to go a second time. Nope. Nice curveball from Roberts, and we get out of the jam. Go to the top of the fourth with Tito Fuentes leading off. 0-2 to Tito. Fly ball, left center field. It will be caught shy of the warning track. 1 down for Van Kelly, and Kelly walks. That's the first walk issued by Pappas. Doesn't walk many, doesn't strike out many. We could use something positive here from CANNIZZARO. A comebacker, that could be 2. It is. Pappas starts the double play, 1-4-3. Moving on to the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's Wimpy, right? Ken Harrelson's nickname is Wimpy. No, Hawk. Wimpy was the other. That's Pechoric, right? My bad. I got my White Sox announcers mixed up in my head. Harrelson flies out to center. 1 out. Carmen fan zone. Oh no. He's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. Neither home run that he hit looked like it even made it out of the stadium. FANZONE has Roberts' number. Davey Johnson with a full count, ground ball to second. How would you like to have a 40 home run hitter batting 8th in your lineup? That's what Davey Johnson was. And then Pappas strikes out. Davey Johnson was part of the Orioles team that had 4 40 home run hitters in one season. All right, we go to, the Atlanta Braves, not the Orioles, the Atlanta Braves, my bad. Top of the 5th. Dave Roberts will get another shot here. Okay, we're still in the ball game anyway. Roberts pops it up, and it's dropped by Pappas? No, it's going to be dropped by Pudge. Should have just let the pitcher take it, or maybe there was some confusion there. All right, let's try to drop it like it's hot. Scott Northey, not the best bunter in the world, but probably lay it down. There we go. Good bunt up the first base line. And Roberts is in scoring position for Auerbach. Auerbach 0 for 2 today, batting .215. Full count, and he strikes out for out number 2. It's up to Dave Parker to tie the ball game. 2-2, and a ground ball to second. We'll strand that runner. Bottom of the 5th. Let's get one more inning out of Roberts at least. Certainly seems untrustworthy. That looked like a knuckleball. It was a knuckleball. Oh, he does have a... It's the worst pitch he has. Probably shouldn't throw it on ball 4. Leadoff man is on, so this can't go well, right? Ground ball to first, and an error. That's the ball game. There's Yaz. Oh, Yaz will strike out. Dave Roberts will come out. What does he get his ERA down to? Oh, he's under 10, although responsible for the 2 base runners. Ah, boy. I guess we got to bring in Dukes. Ah, Dukes. He has not given up a run yet, which means he's just ready to get blowed up. Here's Carlton FISK. 1-2 count to FISK. And that'll get one in, at least one. We'll pull the infield in. Cannot afford to give up another run. And they'll get 2 more. So, all right, we can wrap it up. FANZONE was going for his 3rd home run. Seven to 3. That's all we need to know about today's ball game. CRUZ gets a base hit. He's 2 for 3 today. Infield single for Fuentes. None of this actually matters. Well, base hit. Kelly going the opposite direction. Bases are loaded, 1 out. For Chris CANNIZZARO, he does not have any power. Actually, he doesn't do anything well, but he will take a walk. And he does bunt. Do we lay down a bunt? We're down 4 runs. We can't do that. That's just not smart baseball. I'll take a strikeout over that. Oh, no way! CANNIZZARO! Into left field, 2 runs score. It's 7 to 5. Big ups to CANNIZZARO. All right, Dukes. Here's Joe Keogh. 1 out. We'll let him swing away. 2-0 count. And a base hit to center. Kelly will score. CANNIZZARO, he could not get to 3rd. 30% chance. It's not worth it. All right, we're down a run. Runner in scoring position for Scott Northey. Let him swing away this time. High fly ball. Almost to the warning track. I mean, the answer is no. We're not going to send him. CONIGLIARO does not have a great arm, but it shows his speed as being 48, which is below the minimum even. I think the lowest you can go is a 50. So we'll give Rick Auerbach a chance. No. Yeah, so we fall short, and that probably will be the final score. But, that was a nice little comeback. I do like the fact that we have a little bit of fight in this right now. Okay, Sid Mungie, who's got the best rating of any of our relievers today. He's going to come into the game. Bud Harrelson does not have a hit versus a lefty. He's a switch hitter. Harrelson popping it up high on the infield. Skidmore's already committed an error today. Makes the catch. There's one down. Rick Miller hitting lefties well. 0-2. Oh, nice job on the screwball. Mungie says, eat this. And then Carl strikes out. A great inning from Mungie, living up to his rating. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Pappas still in the ball game. 9 hits, 1 walk, 6 runs, 4 are earned. And it is the heart of the order. An infield single, that's our 3rd infield single today. You know that the game is working in your favor when the infield singles start rolling your way. Real Skidmore is capable of hitting and running. There's a ground ball to first. That will get Parker over. Jose CRUZ having a good game. He's 2 for 3 today. 2-2. A little late. Fly ball to left. Off, almost to the wall. No. We'll let Fuentes have the opportunity. He does have an RBI today. He's 1 for 3, and he's not going to get it in. Yep, we're just not going to get there today. Good job by Mungie. Here's Ray Ray. Ray Ray's been a roller coaster this year. Lots of strikeouts, but he's given up 4 home runs. He's already given up as many home runs as he gave up last year. Here's Pudge striking out. That's 3 strikeouts in a row by Pilots pitchers. Full count to CONIGLIARO, and there's the walk. There we go. We can't have a good game. And another one. Fan zone. Striking out. It's all or nothing right now. I almost feel like intentionally walking Davey Johnson to get to the pitcher. But they probably would pinch hit. Johnson batting 167 versus righties, 0-1. Fly ball to right, that is catchable for Parker. And we get out of the jam. That was an all or nothing inning. Top of the 8th, Pappas will pitch. He's the first one up, so that makes sense. Van Kelly pulls it to right. Get down! Oh, it does fall in for a hit. 30% chance. We're not going to take that chance. Okay, CANNIZZARO, we're going to take him out of the ball game here. I know he's got a couple RBI today. But we need to go with someone we trust a little bit more. And then we'll bring in Bo Cabela. With that hit, by the way, for CANNIZZARO, that means he will get to start tomorrow. Kelly on first. We're going to hit and run with Rich Rollins. He does that well still. Ground ball to first. That's going to be stopped by the first baseman, Harrelson, as Kelly advances. Peters will come out. I'm going to go with my gut and go with Jerry Devanin over Jeter. Jeter's having a better year. I think Devanin only has one hit, but that means he's just due here. 2-2. Oh, no! Oh, we just have no chance. That sucks. And Northey. Pops it up. Damn it! All right. We will bring in Denny Riddleberger, another pitcher who's due to give up some runs. He has yet to give up one in 12 innings. Also, we got to fix our defense here. Bocabella into the ball game to play catcher. Everybody else is fine. Bottom of the 8th, here's Larry Boa pinch hitting. He's a switch hitter. And he's batting .342 versus lefties. So he's no joke. And base hit up the middle. Oh, it's going to be snagged by Fuentes. Fuentes showing some range. Crowd doesn't like it. Bud Harrelson with a ground ball to Fuentes. 2 down, Rick Miller. Miller's got to get on, right? Yeah. He had to. Lefty on lefty violence. That'll bring up a Yaz. Will the game walk Yaz? No, 2-2. And he strikes him out. Good job. Okay, we're down to our final 3 outs. It's Auerbach, Parker, and Skidmore. Auerbach does get on base. It's Don Newhouser coming in. He is their closer, who's 6 for 6. No blown saves this year. Auerbach will lead it off. 3-1. Oh, it's going to be a base hit. Maybe 2. Oh, man, I feel like we got to push it. No, we got Parker up, right? This feels like they're just baiting us. Okay, we're not going to hit and run because it is Parker. We're going to let Parker swing away. He's 1 for 4 today. 1-1 count. And a fly ball to right. That's not going to get it done. Skidmore, we will have to hit and run with. Try to get Auerbach over for CRUZ. Please don't be a strike him out, throw him out shit. Oh, he's going to steal second base anyway. Auerbach, so lucky. He is 2 for 6. This guy is 3 for 12 in his career, despite having an 87 speed. That is one of the lucky ones. All right, well, maybe did that happen for a reason, or are they just tickling our undercarriage? Let's find out. 2-2 to CRUZ, and a ground ball to first to end it. Well, there goes our win streak as the Red Sox win 7-6. All right. Down to 25,000 every game now, even on the road. It's checking off $3,000. So we're going to have that made up pretty quickly. Right? 7 times 3, 8 times 3. So in 8 games, approximately, we should be caught up. That's awesome. All right. Take a look at the standings. There you have it. Still the worst record in the American League. Angels have the best record in the American League. And the Expos also have 7 wins. So we're battling for the number 1 draft pick. Okay, headline news. Brainiac baseball delivery. And a 6-4 victory. Tigers are just 1 game back. And then we have a 7-6 win. Red Sox are just 2 games back. Conigliaro had that big home run. That's why he doesn't have a 72 card, because he did not play. All right. Transactions. What do we got here? Nothing new from yesterday. Okay. let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Be a subscriber. Get in on the giveaway. Just let me know in the comments. Say, I would like a duck for the duck race. And I will add you to the duck race list. For $5, you can have a second duck. Just do a $5 donation using the thanks button below. And for a $10 additional donation, one time only, we'll give you an automatic entry into every giveaway that we do. You never have to let me know again. A lot of extra base hits. They only had 8, the Red Sox. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 were extra base hits. We did not have any extra base hits. Rose Skidmore had our big error. Dave Roberts could not get to 5 innings. He's 1 and 2. Dukes did give up his first run. Middleberger pitched all right. The bullpen did their job. We had 10 strikeouts as a team. Milt Pappas gets the win. No matter what his name is, he pitches well against us. And Don Newhouser got his 7th save in 7 opportunities. Carl YASTRZEMSKI had the golden sombrero. He had 4 strikeouts in today's ball game. Okay, that's going to do it. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Eat a lot, get some sleep. Watch the Lions beat the Packers today. And we'll be back tomorrow with the second game in the series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.